and it's because you're just so smart and you're so bright and you're so uptight. I just really enjoy dominating you because I know that for me to fuck you entails, you having to lose or, for you to somehow have to decompress to such an extent because you're so uptight and it entails so much decompression that for me to have sex with you, it's so powerful. And because I'm so wound up and I'm so uptight, I mean, anyone who meets me thinks I'm really intense. Anyone who meets me thinks they just think I'm a walking ulcer, meaning I'm just so crazy and, my eyes are beating out of my head because I'm just speaking rapidly at 200 miles an hour. And so, yeah, I guess for him, because he perceived me as bright, perceived me as smart, and as a result, white, and as a result, I guess powerful and tight, meaning like he had to work to break it open. It was it was like a sex ritual in a lot of ways.
Yep, because he was taking energy from you. And that's what it sounds like to me.
Well, he did because you're right. I would be on a bed, prone to the bed for 15 minutes recovering.
Well, how would you recover? Did you go soak and take a bath?
Well, I mean, I would breathe. I would try to catch my breath. And then, I would take a bath. I would eat. I sometimes, if the store was open, I would purchase, those detox drinks that have, blueberry and raspberry, but it's like a smoothie. I would get that. But, I mean, I would have to recover. I mean, yes, I'd have to sit in the bathtub.
So would he be feeling wonderful and say, oh, I'm sorry, or what would he say, and you just want him to leave?
He would just say, oh, I'm sorry, and then he'd get dressed. Okay, well, I'll be calling you. Take care. And then he's on his way.
So it made him feel really good. But what I'm wondering, as you decompress, it's like the way he was fucking you because you're so uptight, like you say, you're so intellectual, your mind is constantly thinking, you carry yourself that way, it's very anal, very tight, rigid, straight to the point, let's do what needs to be done, you wear your glasses. Was this a stress reliever, or did it put more stress in your energy field? Was it more damaging? Did it frazzle you in some type of way instead of relieve you?
I guess at times I felt relieved, at other times I felt violated, at other times I just felt dissatisfied, meaning I just thought, well, I'm glad you had an orgasm, because I never did.
Wow. And he didn't care. He didn't try to suck you off, massage you, kiss your body.
No, I sucked him off. I mean, it was, he fucked me, I sucked his dick. Even though my dick was bigger than his dick, I sucked his dick, he fucked me. My dick was just not even a part of the sexual equation.
And he would not let you fuck him in the ass.
Oh, well, no. I mean, no. No.
Would he even let you touch his ass or kiss him or touch his body?
There was no kissing involved. I would caress him, but he really wouldn't caress me. It was more that he would just kind of force me around. But then, but he kept on returning, and that's why I thought, especially after 3 years, I thought, so it's not that he must despise me because he keeps returning,
Part of him does despise you.
But something, and that, he has to hold me at arm's length, meaning he cannot be intimate with me. I still have to be this distant object that he just sees, over which he sees his control and dominates, but he's not affectionate. There was no kissing,
And you couldn't, like you said, there were, it seems like to me, I see there are a lot of violations here. And it's like trying to even the playing field in his mind and lashing out at and trying to, it's like, you see what I'm saying? It's like you are obsessed with and you admire, you are in love with something or an image that you are not. It does not reflect you. He's not in love with himself. He's not in love with the black nigger reflection that he sees in the mirror. He really wants to be a white man. He wants to assume the life and the role, the identity, and the white skin privilege that a white man has. But since he will never be a white man, cannot become a white man, and he admires the status at the same time, he hates the status at the same time, and he hates white males that represents the image that he can never become while he admires it. So I admire you for being smart and wearing your glasses, and working and reading all of your books, but at the same time, I hate your white ass and what you've become and your oppression, and I'm jealous of you. So it's now a mixture of self-hatred, loving white skin, admiring the position and the role that white skin privilege has established, and slavery and hatred of black skin in white men's minds that it has established, and at the same time jealousy of white skin and the position that white men have established, secretly envying, admiring, and trying to emulate white skin, the privileges, the clothes, the language, the culture, and the whole domination of a people and a society, and built a false society on top of the backs of black people. Do you see what I'm saying? So he has two dynamics in his mind. So it's like, yes, I'm drawn to you. I admire you, but not just because you're smart, because there's plenty of black people that do the same thing you do, but it's not the same, see, because they're not white and they don't control the whole structure. So I admire you not just because you're smart and you wear these glasses and shit, but because you are a small white man that I would love to be. So I'll be near you, and the part of me that's enraged, that hates you, that wants to become you, that's angry for what I feel you've taken from me and my people and the powerlessness I feel, I'm going to push you around. I'm going to throw you down, and I'm going to fuck you in your ass as hard as I can, because I'm going to make you feel, I'm going to enact my rage and my self-hatred and my pain and my resentment towards you that I feel, along with my jealousy and my secret admiration and desire to be you. And I'm going to take some of this energy out of your asshole.
Right.
And I'm
I
going to use it to help myself. It sounds like two dynamics here.
Yeah, no, you're right. I think, it's ambivalence, meaning he was simultaneously attracted to and repulsed by.
Yes.
And
because if he was with you all the time, I feel like he would abuse you. If y'all were together 24/7, because it's like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, he would contain that shit. Because even when you are sexual, from what you're telling me, there is some violence and rage and deep-seated aggression in the sex act. It's like an open assault on you through your ass. It's an open assault on white society and white supremacy through your ass.
Yes.
I mean, that's what I'm getting. This is a sickness in this man, a contradiction in this man's mind. That has a lot to do with why he wouldn't call you and say, look, I'm at your door, I'm in your neighborhood, I want to fuck you in the ass. I want to dominate you, white boy. Open the goddamn door. I don't have to ask you for permission because I'm dominating you now. I'm reversing the roles. I'm getting back at you and every other white supremacist because your skin white. You're going to do what the fuck I say. You don't have any boundaries. I'm going to go past your boundaries. I'm not going to ask you for permission. You're not my master now. I'm your goddamn master. I'm not the slave now. This big nigga's finna enslave your asshole and dominate and oppress you. Open the goddamn door. I'm around the corner or I'm downstairs. So you said, wait a minute. Okay, you popped up before. You going to call next time. Okay, I called, white boy. I want to enslave you today. Can I come around? I'm in the hood. You say, yeah, come on. So, and then you saying, no, don't touch me. You can't fuck the nigga in the ass. You can't, I'm not going to suck your dick, white boy. You going to service me. You going to service the nigga. You going to be the hoe today. You going to be the slave today because I want to own you for this minute because I hate your goddamn ass, but at the same time I admire you because you have power.
Or society has conferred power onto you, yeah.
You white. So because you white.
Right.
In his mind, you're right, and you have this power over him, and the only way he can take it or tap into it or make himself believe, and that's what I'm saying, the sickness in him is because you understand very clearly, although there were some points you were like, why did I allow myself to have him to subjugate me and hurt me and abuse me? Even though you felt like that sometimes, a part of you still realized I'm still in control because I'm white. And I gave him some control. I gave him a sense of control. I submitted.
I mean, there was that, yes, but I guess, I didn't continue it because I enjoyed it, meaning, I want to be very clear about that. I continued because at that point in my life, I was depressed. I didn't really have any self-esteem. And I think there are a lot of, I'll be honest, I think there are a lot of white guys who, are depressed, who hate themselves, for whatever reason, who find themselves in these kinds of relationships and I think men, I think men can tell, oh, look at this guy, he hates himself, I can control him, I can just show up at his door and he'll take me in because I can tell that he just hates himself so much that he wouldn't think that he actually deserves like an hour's notice. And so, yes, and I think it was because he could sense that I was, that I really did loathe myself and I didn't have confidence in myself sexually, that